Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. Me Matt, we'll be again with the Tournament of June. It is now series 3.1 game 1, I'm pretty sure. There was another series in the 2-point series, but it was on a map called Hamilton, which apparently I cannot view the replays of, even if I own a map. They just continuously desync. We have to skip those, unfortunately. Regardless, we're here now on the fields of Dunk. Let's go through the players. Represent the actions today. We have Mist Moonstrader again with Infanteriedivision for the Wehrmacht. An Electric Lizard Trader again with Fallschirmjägerdivision for the Wehrmacht. Represent the Surge today. We have KDFS as Strelkovaya, that would mean rifle, I believe, for the Soviet Union. And Babelgun as Tank Destroyer for the Soviet Union. Bubble Soviets, this should be very interesting. I do like the Soviet matches. Soviet matches are damn good in my opinion. Get some sappers moving around. Forces moving up to the fuel point here. Thanks for sandbags quick. I need to start laying sandbags of their own in their nearby area. I need to slowly creep out to try and grab ground. Focus Grenadiers coming up behind, and some Fallschirm Pioneers, unique to Fallschirmjägerdivision. Essentially an alternative cheaper unit you can get. Low quality infantry though, I believe, which I don't think makes a lot of sense. I'm pretty sure Fallschirm Pioneers are pretty competent historically, but I have no idea. You can correct me on that if you know better than me. But just imagine if you're like an airborne soldier, you probably have a little bit more experience training. I guess not direct combat, potentially. Yeah, that could be the idea. Meanwhile, we have these Soviets pushing up across most of the frontier. And having a squad heading towards the fuel point quickly. I have some good salvos from the Kar-98s there, but it's not going to be enough. They're about to be flanked by the conscripts. Most Grenadiers will spot it. And the rest of the units will move away, realize they could get Molotov by staying there. But we have more and more Soviets arriving here. Soviets can use a lot of manpower early on. These Fallschirm Pioneers getting heavily hit. That's not where they want to go. There's a lot of Fallschirm Pioneers on the field, 4 squads. About the Volksgrenadiers of the Wehrmacht pushing around. Hang up on Flasche. Two conscripts on the Molotov from the other conscripts. Most Grenadiers are starting to take losses. Fallschirm Pioneers making a move. Will encounter some conscripts on the open there. I think the Fallschirm Pioneers should take a little bit better. I'm no expert. I get the feeling once we see Fallschirm Jägers later on, they'll definitely get the work done. Fallschirm Jägers are generally considered some of the best anti-infantry in the game. Especially they get the FG-42s. Oh, Fallschirm Pioneers are rushing the center. That's a lot of Fallschirm Pioneers rushing. That's a dead sample squad. Maxim should need probably turn towards coming to center. That is a lot of Fallschirm Pioneers gathering around this down Stuka. Do they even have Gebaldeladungs? No, I don't think so. This Maxim is going to do a lot of work. Oh, we cannot hit them there. That's a side blocker. Pioneers being on run the other flank though. Take it down the sapper. And the rest of the Pioneers take out these conscripts, but the French Pioneers are fighting. They're tossing grenades there. Conscripts trying to hunt them down. And the French Pioneers are actually doing a good job. All tough on the Pioneers down here, though, stopping them. Honestly, these French Pioneers are doing a lot better than I thought they would. Honestly surprised. I guess now Electric Lizard only has a Luftwaffe force available. We'll see how this turns out for them. But so it's going to push up pretty far into the flank. Some Pioneers from the Infanteriedivision is moving to try and intercept them though. Firefights continue across the battlefield. Maxims, double Maxims actually. That's a lot of machine guns for the Soviet Union right here. Yeah, there's like a German machine guns at the moment, but this Infanteriedivision is getting an MG-44 out. Well, the Fallschirm Pioneers are trying to re-secure ground. I'm also surprised how well these units are doing. I guess it's just because we rarely see them. The only people only grab the Fallschirmjägers I've seen, but honestly, Luftwaffe has a lot of different infantry options. They're being cut down here. There's a Maxim on it. Once you have a heavy machine gun on you, you generally want to get out of it. Oh, ouch, that's painful. Down to one, well, 2 squads, but they are getting an MG-42 out. And folks grenadiers from the Wehrmacht trying to get into a better position. The Germans can move towards the farm here, so it's still not have it defended. 2044 has been time. Oh, that Molotov. That killed a lot of the crew immediately. Painful. We have the rest of the Soviet force moving up here. What's going to do lose out of that fight? 2042 here now manned by some Fallschirm Jäger Division Jägers. Vegan conscripts trying to stop the Fallschirm Pioneers up here. Because they're getting their job done quite well. So it's probably try to figure out what to do next. They have gotten to the other victory point over here. They're still winning victory point wise. So it's going to for the cutoff point here. We have a double machine gun here now for the Luftwaffe. They just need to be put in proper positions. While the Sturmgewehrs are starting to arrive slowly for the Volksgrenadiers of the Wehrmacht. Unique to Infantry Division really improves the firepower of your Volksgrenadiers as to be expected, but the Maxims are keeping them suppressed. You're unable for them to move up very easily. Pioneers still remaining around, grades being tossed. Ooh, and that's probably not good for that Fallschirm Pioneer. And your 42 snaps it up, but they are being hit by a lot of Maxims. And it's allowing the folks Grenadiers to start moving up and MT-54 staying up as well. Pioneers rushing forwards. Ooh, lots of action going on here. MT-42s will help win out though, as it allows the German infantry to advance. It's the Maxims that have to keep focusing firing on the machine guns to prevent them from doing damage. Very good play there from the Germans. Utilize their machine guns to their advantage here. But the Luftwaffe has lost all their infantry. They only have support teams left and a Pioneer. They are getting a 2-1 though, which could easily become a 2-2. Well, we see a Valentine tank being called here for the British. Not the British, the Soviets, my bad. I say British because it's a British tank. It's a Lend-Lease tank from the Commonwealth. I'm stupid today. But Maxim here, quickly being rolled back. Stolen weapon now in service of the Wehrmacht. Battlefield still very much feels in the Soviets' favor. That could change. We also have an officer here of the Luftwaffe. A Fallschirmjäger Leutnant. We might see the Luftwaffe on the field today. We barely see the Luftwaffe. Allies generally don't expect the Germans to have air superiority or air support. But when they have it, it can actually come as a surprise. The 222 is now going to overrun the Soviets here, so you have to run back. I think it even got Radpanzer there? Yep, so it's also got Radpanzer. So this thing is going to be very hard to deal with. I guess the Valentine could deal with it, but... And I-80 rifles are going to have the same luck anymore. How come the Soviets have any 80 rifles at the moment? Actually, never mind, they do. See one tank hunter squad. They're over here. Now you're going to get the battle outdone. Oh, yeah. That's going to force them off. Valentine is soon going to reveal itself. I think the Germans already know it's coming. But 222 probably has to relocate. Oh, good for Gewaltladung. Oh, right under the tank, destroying it. That's really good play from Electric Lizard right there. You barely see people who get a Gewaltladung off like that. If you toss a Gewaltladung right under a tank, it will blow it up if it's a medium. It's like a smaller tank. Goes on a flamethrower half-track here, but it's being stopped by a crowd mower. The quad 50 caliber machine gun's just chewing through it. Very good Gewaltladung right there. That is impressive. Very impressive. Very good showing right there. There's some Fallschirmjägers now being called in soon. To the lead of the Luftwaffe's ground forces. Most of the Luftwaffe ground forces, like the Fallschirmjägers, were actually driven to the front line in trucks, I believe, because German airborne operations actually kind of halted after Crete, I'm pretty sure. Not really halted, but they were very limited in scope. But they became like elite ground infantry. A little bit of unique equipment though, like helmets and weapons. All unique uniform. Like very unique uniform down here. And indeed they immediately being upgraded with FT-42s, no surprise there. There's an Anchorage Sculptor, so they cannot get entirely loaded out with the FT-42s, but having 2 FT-42s is already a big deal. This weapon is such a unique weapon. Like, you rarely see it. It was, like, exclusively used by the Luftwaffe, I'm pretty sure, by the Fallschirmjäger. It's basically a battle rifle. Like, really intriguing weapon. Remember it in Return to Castle Wolfenstein, really cool weapon there, too. I think that's the first time I actually witnessed it in the game. It's a pretty obscure weapon for a while. Captain Maximum Soon Special crowd mode is now ready to fire. Oh god! We just see how it sweats into a squad. Almost killed the entire squad there. Yeah, you have to be cautious with this crowd mower. The 2 pushing up. There's a small 80 gun. It does have sight. This is Fallschirmjägers are over here now. They're gonna be very lethal with those FGs. Now the Soviets are very much in the back foot. This shifted around quick. We played for the Germans. The Soviets should be able to recuperate very fast. They're already getting a T-70. The 2 leading a charge alongside the FT-42 here. They're able to pick off the squad of that 45mm, forcing it back. We have an airdrop coming in here from the Luftwaffe. They're airdropping in some weaponry. Moving on the open like that, it's not that well for the Luftwaffe though, but it looks like they're handing it out for now. Need some people to grab the equipment though. You 2's doing a good job. You have the Luftwaffe coming in, or there might be an artillery strike. Oh, that is the Luftwaffe coming in for a strafe. That's something we see every day. Fallschirmjägers need to heal up. They need some kind of way to replenish over here. While this is going on, we do have an F1 moving up here, but it got destroyed by a natural charge most of it. I missed that, my bad. We'll focus on the Fallschirmjägers. We're taking up for tanks now. They definitely need it. Wehrmacht has pushed pretty far with its infantry troops. Fallschirmjägers, some way to heal up here. They could set up a Fundgerät, which I think allows them to airdrop in. Oh yeah, we're gonna. No, that's a mine. Yeah, because I forgot they can lay mines. Zooming in those, nothing big. Oh, perhaps I got hit by an AT rifle, but they're being forced off here by the rest of the Soviet forces. More conscripts are preparing here for the Soviet Union. Pioneer's gonna grab one of your weapons. Yep, they grabbed the Raketenwerfer. That's definitely gonna be a useful anti-tank weapon. Like 8.8cm rockets. Basically having the same penetrative power as a Eiger gun, I think, like the 88mm. I might be a little wrong. Looks like the cover has provided a protection here this time for the from the Stukas. Trying to hit them with the machine guns. Ooh, grenade there on the Maxim. Force killing it. Bravo moving up again. But that anti-tank rifle was doing a good job to force the thing back again. The old T-70 is present here, and that can threaten the 222. But 222 can also penetrate the T-70 sometimes. Ooh, good shot. A mortar here. We also have some grenadiers from the Wehrmacht to supplement the Luftwaffe ground forces. Grenadiers from the 3rd Fallschirmjäger Division, apparently. Soviets have been really pushed back here. They've lost a lot of ground. So let's make a comeback here. I'm getting more and more equipment. Because the Germans have kind of funneled them down. The lieutenant has to stay behind his truck for cover. Much of a surprise there. More and more conscripts are getting guns like DPMs. Good to improve their firepower. Grenades being tossed into that building. Molotov going over the roof. Random machine gun. But the machine gun still manages to get out of there. Tiniest hunt down to the rest of the squad there. Luftwaffe is just fortifying this farm. It's gonna be very hard to compete with them. Luftwaffe troops are actually pretty good at holding ground once they're dug in. Kind of mirroring the airborne for the United States in that aspect. They were nicknamed the Green Devils and actually made urban combat in France a nightmare for the Allies. So it's slowly probing over here. And brought up more machine guns. There's going overhead. This is going on, they're still fighting over here. Bravo turning its gun. Or guns. Then we're going in here, or actually airstrikes going in here. The Soviets instead try to advance up. And here comes Luftwaffe again, strafing from suppression. Not doing so much for damage, but suppression is definitely what they're going for. I think it's also cheap abilities to call in. Panzer IV is arriving for the Luftwaffe soon. We'll give them the armored advantage. It's being tossed here by the Sappers. 24-2 here equipped with the Grenadiers, giving them a mobile suppression platform. Do have a Funkfeuer over here. Allowing Luftwaffe forces to airdrop in, as you can see. It looks like the Soviets losing more ground. There's now some post grenadiers with some Sturmgewehrs getting very close to the base. Got some threatening some of the Maxims. Actually threatening it quite well with some bursts there. I don't think the Soviets can win this. Let's try to push through. But the Panzer IV is now arriving. 70 down. I think the Soviets are quickly going to learn they're lacking in stuff to fight this Panzer IV. Panzer IV is like the best version you can get of the Panzer IV. I think you need some most German commanders, actually. I think only specific ones don't get the Panzer IV. I think it's to compensate for the fact that Luftwaffe, as an example, doesn't get anything heavier than the Panzer IV. Of course, they get the best version of the Panzer IV. Even a heavy mortar arrived, but a little bit too late. We're losing all their troops here, their field presence. They managed to push through down here to the fuel point. Now they got some Panzerviki, but will it be enough? More grenades being tossed here. Actually, that's a Brandflasche. Oh, they expect them to run back too, so that's actually really well planned out. There's a Maxim nearby. Lots of Sturmgewehrs though. Sturmgewehrs are just ripping into the Soviet troops. This gun's now arriving. The Soviets are slowly being pushed further and further back. Now bringing some more AT equipment over to this flank though, realized something might be up. How long can the Soviets hold on now? They are bleeding at victory points pretty rapidly. Here's just gonna fortify more and more. Now there's also Panzer IV for the Infantry Division. We're gonna start pushing up again. There's also a pack arriving here just in case. They can take out that half truck. The crowd more down, the Germans start to advance again at large. Captain Panzerfaust doesn't go off because we're pinned. Yes, you can actually arm your conscripts with Captain Panzerfaust if you're playing as a tank destroyer, however they lost their last conscript squad just now. But funnily enough, the Soviets did not really use the Captain Panzerfaust much for anti-tank duty. Used it more as anti-garrison duty, as I understand. Wow! They actually managed to get a shot off on the H. No H going to pointing at them anymore. They have to get back from those Pontoviki who have anti-tank rates. Able to back off by looks of it. Other Panzer IV is advancing. 2 for support as well. Might be an anti-tank raid attempt here. Heat. Does a lot of damage there to the Panzer IV. That's gonna force it back for a bit. Move T-54 that managed to arrive here. Might be a little too late here. Now the Wehrmacht is assaulting again with their Volksgrenadiers and Wunderwaffen. Handheld Wunderwaffen. Sturmgewehr. Oh, T-54 from both Soviet players actually. But the Panzer IV is getting a good shot off. The pack is now threatening over here. More German troops advance. Oh, this machine gun's actually doing a lot of work before it got destroyed there. T-54 cleared out. Airstrike coming into Soviet positions again. At least I think that's an airstrike. Apparently not, they got killed. The officer that tried to call it in. The Panzer IV threatens the Soviet base. I think this might be the end of this match, potentially. It's gonna go to flank to clear out the rest of the Soviet forces. We have a Stu-G coming for support as well. And at this point, the Soviets indeed pull back. So we have the first game of Series 3.1 taken care of. I'll see you all next one, everyone. Bye-bye.